Welcome to Yankee Stacking, everyone. Are you there? I want to welcome you to the Duel. And I also want to welcome my arch nemesis, International Stacker.
I am here and I am prepared for war.
Yeah, bring it, pal.
All right, hold on. I got stretch out. I'm stretching out. Open it up. I'm stretching it out. I'm getting ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm livered up. I've been libering up for at least an hour. All right. Who do we got online? Oh, we got Baggins. Yeah.
We got bullion bouncers in the house.
Nice.
Okay.
Who's stopping work to watch us? Barb's on. Hi, Barb.
I'm gonna do some push-ups real quick to get my muscles ready. I'll be right back.
Put yourself out. Actually, I should be doing that. I'm the old man. Hey, Big Bomber. Bullion bouncer. You've been on, right? No technical.
I'm shadow boxing right now. You can't see it, but it's strong.
I've got a few weapons, so I'm trying to decide between right now. Let's see. All right. Who else? We got Richard. Richard's been on forever. He's. I have no life.
I'm doing them, Barbara. I'm doing them.
Do those push-ups. Iggity's on.
Okay, I don't want to wear myself out. This is getting dangerous.
Corn. Hey. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Oh.
So, I know I'm doing push-ups and get ready, but what are we even doing for the duel?
I don't know how we even got here, man. Seriously. What happened?
It all started with a live stream at 4 a.m.
Really? Is that how it happened?
I think so.
I don't know. Things got crazy.
I don't even remember it. I don't even know what happened. All I know is you murdered Slow Stacker and Baggins. Or did you?
Or did I? I don't know, man. I put the Yankee cannon on Baggins, but I'm a little worried. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But there's no way Slow Stacker survived, right?
No, he's not even in the stream right now.
He's not?
So this is a question to everybody. What should we do right now for this duel?
Yeah.
Should we physical? Should we do a rapid battle? Should we count our stacks?
I'm not sure I want to go that way. You have an insane stack, man.
Let's see what they say.
I want to know what they think. And thanks, Bullion Bouncer. Smash that like button. I appreciate that very much. Bullion Bouncer got off early just to watch. Did the 85 on the freeway. That's devotion, man. I want your opinion. I want everybody's opinion. What do we do?
Have you noticed there's I think there's like a 40-second delay in streams as I'm watching now. Yeah, it seems like a 30 or 40-second. Yeah.
No, that's a lot.
Someone's saying rap battle. Trivia.
No way, man. Trivia.
Something tells me you're better at trivia than me. I don't want to go that way.
I'll take trivia. I'll do trivia.
We got Scotland in the house.
Sorry, Bullion Bouncer, if there's lag.
Okay. Well, here's the good news. We have already had the duel. We have already had it.
It's done. It's over.
So what you guys need to do is keep this stream open. Open up another window. In about 30 seconds, I'm going to drop this video on my channel, and it's the actual duel, what occurred. And you guys are going to be amazed, but do not leave the stream. Just put it in a different window and make sure to come back.
Oh, I haven't seen this. Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing what happened.
Here it comes.
Oh, you doing it? You doing it now? Okay. All right.
Well, I'm doing it now, but technically I'm going to wait 15 more seconds because of lag, but I'm doing it now.
Sure.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
So it's going right up.
Here it comes, everybody. I hope you're ready for this duel. Here it comes. All right, I'm clicking publish right now.
Yep. I'm waiting for it.
Any second now. Did it work?
Ah, the final battle. Oh, we went rapiers. Oh, I can see it. All right, I'm clicking on it right now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, what is that? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Nice.
You'll never take me alive.
I got a nice pigtails I got there.
Oh, you never take me alive.
This is it. You're going down. Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Oh.
the horse distracted me.
Yeah, right. Oh, I just saw Soul Stacker. What is that?
What's what? I didn't see anything.
I just saw something. Oh, no. Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, I see blood. There we go. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. No. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh. What? What?
Ow, Baggins to the rescue! Baggins to the rescue!
Oh. No.
Oh.
I won. It's Baggins. Well, I guess
Technically, no one won that war. He burned the entire countryside.
Well, I guess you can't stop a level 99 mage, can you? Dude. Holy crap.
If you guys are just joining the stream, we just dropped the video. It's on my channel of the duel. This thing is epic. Let me put the link in the description.
I hope you guys get to see that.
Post the link in the chat, Yankee. Post the link in the chat.
Baggins feels vindicated after getting blasted by the Yankee cannon.
Oh, that was epic.
He must have like, reincarnated or metamorphosized or something into his dragon persona.
I think you didn't kill him. You just unlocked his full potential.
I unlocked his full potential.
He went to his next form.
Oh, that's awesome. And well, but wait a minute. Was Slow Stacker also transformed into I don't know. Was he identifying as something else in that video?
Well, if you saw the response video, if you waited a little bit, you should see actually what happened to Slow Stacker.
Oh, I did. I saw him come out, but
you saw him come out of the mud like a newt, like a platypus.
Sure, like a platypus, exactly. But I didn't know he'd make a reappearance in your final battle. That was epic. You did a phenomenal job as usual, International Stacker. I need to learn how to make these videos. Seriously, you're awesome.
So now that the Civil War's over, what should we talk about?
I know, I agree. Can we just have a truce, man?
Let's do it.
All right.
We gotta be friends.
I know. We got to do that. Bags and Slow Stacker, they're both great. So yeah, we need to talk about some stuff. What? Let me take a look at the chat. What do we got here? Ter's on. Yes, good to see you, Ter. Double Dog Dave, appreciate it. Before we get going, can I do some crash type of like self promotion? Do you mind?
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
So I am 4 weeks as of today into this YouTube channel thing. I am absolutely loving it. And I'm almost to 400 subs. If you guys could just like and sub this, I'd really appreciate it. At 500, I'm hoping I am going to do a giveaway. So I'm really looking forward to that. Something shiny, something good.
You know what? Speaking about giveaways,
yeah.
I'm gonna try to have one of the most epic GAs in the near future. And I'm gonna give one hint to all your people listening to right now and everyone on the stream.
Oh, listen up, guys.
My last video I released, not the one I just released now, but the last one, the response to you, somewhere in there is hidden information that's going to give you an advantage on the GA.
Yep. That's your claim to fame. You love doing that internet.
And it's not the first time I've done it. So if you find these passwords, trust me, you're going to want to find them.
It's so funny. Sometimes I read in the chat for your videos like, hey, this thing is over. I don't understand what's going on. It's all black. Yep,
my
that's right.
favorite thing. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Baggins. I appreciate that. We have a question out there from Bullion Bouncer. He's been patient. I have $30. What should I buy? Great question. In fact, I think we should talk about our stacking strategy. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, man. If anybody's watched your videos, it wouldn't take long for them to see a big chunk of what your strategy is. You buy silver like it's going out of style. You are buying it up incredibly so. I look at your stack and I'm just amazed. I don't know how
Thanks,
do you
I
do it.
appreciate
You're cranking, man.
I'm trying to catch up with JP Morgan Chase, right?
That's true.
It's funny how it's funny though. I started out watching like Silver Slacker and a lot of these legendary YouTube silver stacking figures with their huge stacks. I'm like, oh, and I probably watched videos for like a couple months before I even bought my first ounce.
Wow.
But then once I got that first ounce, I just could not stop. And it's ever since I started the end of 2016. So I think I started in like April, May, June, like August of 2016.
That's cool.
And I started out getting like only generic, lowest spot possible, low. But then as I got more generic and some generic bars, I started getting, I like the Eagles. And I started watching, all the other stackers talking about how they're one of the most recognizable coins. And for like a SHTF scenario, it'd be good for that. It's really recognizable. Right. And then I also read some tax stuff that says maybe in the future you wouldn't get taxed if it's like actually, minted currency. So I wasn't sure. So I said, whatever, I'll give it a whirl. So I started getting some Eagles, then I started getting some other, sovereign coins, different countries. And then I started posting my full stack videos and asking people for suggestions. So in my first full stack video, I had like 0 constitutional silver. And someone told me you should get some. So I started looking into it. I'm like, man, this is perfect. So, I've my style has evolved since I've got in, and I'm like you said in your one video, and thanks for the shout out. I definitely am on a prepper side, but I definitely am also on the collector side. As far as collecting and flipping and stuff like that.
Awesome. Hey, we got 18 viewers on. Thank you all.
Welcome.
I want to call out a few people. I'm looking at Silver Mac. Thank you. JRW3, Lincoln DMZ. Awesome. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, my strategy, I totally understand where you're coming from, though. Once you start stacking silver and you're looking at that and holding it, it can be addicting. And I'm a very disciplined stacker. So I wanted to come up with a framework that would allow me to be disciplined, stack on a budget, make sure I didn't go crazy. I never want to get into debt, bad debt, when it comes to precious metals. I don't want to have to sell it. In fact, I put together that triangle, if you will, on one of my videos and talked about the 3 types of stackers: the prepper, the collector, the trader or flipper. And regardless on how you're stacking, whether it's for retirement or whatnot, you're in one of those camps or in multiple camps, right? So I'm 100% prepper, right? My focus is the end of day, SHTF, economic complete collapse, and I'm trying to, prepare for that when it comes to precious metals. And that started back, when I was a kid. My dad would bring me into an LCS, and he would show. We bought a bunch of junk, dimes. He loved dimes, so I bought it. And he stayed away from bars. He didn't trust them. He said, no, I might trust him on the buy, but if I have to turn around and sell this chunk of silver, I want to know somebody's going to want it and trust it and believe in it. So I've really, I don't have a single bar. I don't have many rounds.
But boy, are bars so sweet. Boy, are they so sweet to hold.
I know. I hear you, man. I do. I try to be disciplined as a prepper, but occasionally I'll splurge and get something that is just so beautiful. I'm actually holding a couple things in my hands right now that I definitely outside my strategy. But
I hope it's silver. I hope what you're holding is or gold.
Okay, there. All right. So I'm holding a Z-Sin Gallus.
Oh, you got one. How I was looking about ordering one. How are they?
I didn't go with the whole series, but this thing is just so sweet to look at. Yeah. So that's a little out of my league. But I usually go, I mean, my foundation was gold. 2009, I bought a roll of 20 American Gold Eagle, 1
Oh, you
ounce
mean
American
the
Gold
gold
Eagles.
cannon?
The Yankee Cannon, man. Silver Baggins, how you feeling? Did that cannon hurt?
It looked pretty epic. And you know what? To answer my answer for that viewer's question earlier about if he has $30, what should he do with it?
Yeah, what should he do?
I find usually I get the best deals online, best deals. But if you don't have $99 or more, you're going to get hit with shipping. So if I only had $30 to spend, I'd probably find the local LCS and go get some constitutional silver.
I would agree with that. Yep. You asked me a little bit ago how much constitutional I had, which spans, I mean, my prepping, if you will, has been sort of like a reboot from when I was a kid to now. So I really tried to now focus all on silver with an occasional gold piece. So I love constitutional or junk silver. I have over $100 in face. I know that, but it's, this where I'm focusing is silver. But I can't touch your silver stack.
On the recent eBay Bucks deal, I went crazy, the 10%er, and I've ordered a bunch of stuff. It's all headed to my home. So the next time I'll be in the US is October. So you're going to see a lot of videos hit the waves then. But I'm telling you, I went crazy on constitutional silver this time. I went so crazy. I had like 8 hours left on it. And I went to make one final purchase because I'm like, I can't pass this up. And I hit the eBay Bucks limit. I did not know you could do that.
Wow. No, I
hit the limit.
I can't wait to see that on your channel.
Oh,
man,
it's gonna be awesome.
Mine was a little less crazy as that, man. I wish I could do what you did, but yesterday I purchased well, actually 2 days ago I purchased I pulled the trigger on the spot price at JM. I got the 10 rounds. I just had to. I mean, come on, it's spot, right? And I thought it was low enough, so I did it. I had to. I've been waiting for months to do that. And then I did buy some gold because actually when I did my GAW, I put a question up for people to see, and it was kind of interesting. I didn't know which way people would lean. Should I get a roll of American Silver Eagles BU, or for about the same price, get a 1/4 ounce, a fractional Canadian gold maple leaf?
Right.
And they said go gold.
So
I went gold. I bought it yesterday.
Let me ask you about that because you're way more of a gold expert than I am. My domain's really silver, but like as far as stacking gold, do you recommend like whole gold ounces or fractional, or what do you recommend?
Well, I have to admit, I do like holding the American Gold Eagle. You talked about holding a chunk of silver. You feel an ounce of gold in your hand. It's amazing, the density. I love it. And the American Gold Eagles are what? 92% real gold. They give you the full ounce, but a lot of it's, they put a little copper in there, I guess.
Right.
22 carat, I guess, right? 22 carat.
Yeah.
I love gold, but fractional gold is it takes discipline, but that's what I'm focusing on now when I actually go gold. And I want the 24 karat. I want the shiny, beautiful stuff. So I'm pretty much done stacking American Gold Eagles, at least the ounce size. Definitely going to go with Canadian. I mean, again, think of it this way. I live in New England. I'm a Yankee, right? Close to the Canadian border. I want precious metals that are easily recognizable, that are easily trusted. I see Canadian coins up here. So American Gold Eagles or American Silver Eagles, Canadian Gold Maple Leafs or Silver Maple Leafs. That's the primary focus.
And the silver maple leaves, like since I've been stacking, you can get the great deals on them. They're usually like $1 to even $2 cheaper than a silver eagle sometimes.
That's true. So, Canadian, I love the Canadian Maple Leafs. 2018, because who likes milk spots, right? I'm hoping they get this thing figured out in 2018. So that's what I try to get, just the 2018s. Did I see something from Baggins? I'm going to go with corn expertise on this one. Yeah, I hear you. It's true. If you want, go to pre-33 collectors website if you want to see some gold. That's the best. And he said it's the best value in gold is by ounce. I hear you. I agree. I don't want to go anything lower than a quarter ounce for
Yeah.
fractional gold. You get into the 10th ounce or the 20, you're paying a lot for premium. And plus, I can't see it. I want to be able to see. My eyes are getting old, right?
I do buy 10th ounce. I have bought 10th ounces and half and quarter ounces, but I feel like 10th ounces might be good in an SHTF scenario. But then again, I guess you could just cut a quarter ounce in half or something. I don't know.
If you want to talk about economic craziness, when our debt-fueled fiat-based Ponzi scheme finally ends and the bubbles all burst in a cascading effect like we've never witnessed, and I actually think it's going to happen in my lifetime, I don't look at gold as being the thing I'm going to be using to barter with.
Right.
That's something. Oh, I take that back. I'm not going to be bartering for food or staples or stuff like that. I'm going to be using that gold to get silver and silver to get what I need. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So therefore, you don't really need the 10th ounce.
I think it's. I mean, you know what I think it is. I think it's hard to wait. Okay, I'll speak for myself. It is hard to be disciplined and not just go crazy with the credit card or just say I want all this stuff right now, but to wait and save and to get enough money to buy a less marked up piece of gold. It's tough.
Well, I can tell you I'm fortunate. I haven't gone down the debt road as far as buying. Everything I buy is actually with the cash I have in hand. And part of that's to do with where I'm living in the world. So, and some people do and don't know, I'm a contractor and I live and work currently right now in Saudi Arabia. I spend most of my time overseas. So because of that,
you're in the sands, huh? You're in a desert.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia, everything is illegal here. There's nothing fun to do. Like they just barely got movie theaters. So literally, like I have nothing else to spend my money on, right?
Right.
So as soon as payday hits, I have my chunk I spend on investments and retirement and all that, and I just go to town.
Wow. Yeah, you planning on staying out there?
I'm thinking about transitioning back for good to the U.S. and maybe early part of next year. I still got a little bit of work left to do out here. I'm going to be in Egypt in a couple weeks, which is going to be really cool. And by the way, the end of the month of this month coming up is the 31st. So tomorrow, the end of the next month, I'm going to be stopping in England to meet up with a very special someone who is involved with my upcoming GA giveaway. So I'll throw that little teaser out there. It's going to be epic.
Yeah, it sounds familiar name we all might know.
I don't know. You're just going to have to wait to find out.
Come on, man. Right here, you can break it. No.
We'll see. We'll see. The person has a B in their name. I'll say that.
That
and it's not Barnabas.
It's not Barnabas.
No.
That's great. Hey guys, I'm just checking out right now. We're 22 viewers. Thank you all. I appreciate you coming here. Like, subscribe. I'd appreciate that too very much. I also want to mention that there is a video that went live at the beginning near the beginning of this live stream over on International Stackers channel. So if you want, you can just, maybe you want to wait until this live stream's over to watch it, but it's really good. It's a lot of fun.
It's the Duel. References to it. It's the Duel.
It's the Duel. Yes, it went down. It was awesome. All right, so that's really cool about your international. I enjoy watching. I mean, when you and Sal did that whole thing and you were flying and you made a prediction and it was like, oh wow, man, you're flying all over the place.
Right.
I actually used to do that in prior job. I was in Brussels and Paris and Zurich a lot, but those days are behind me now. That's pretty cool.
Hey, you mentioned Sal's name, and I saw something interesting. Did you see his video he put out yesterday?
I did. I watched it last night.
Something strange? Yeah.
Something weird was about to break today.
I watched that, and for me, it was this morning. And then I just saw before we went on the live stream, Bix Weir put out a video supposedly about something crazy happening today, and like something about satellites going down. And then I saw some MSN mainstream news people saying, "Oh, something big's happened in the weekend." Yeah.
Yeah, something big was supposed to happen, I guess, today, but I haven't seen anything.
Maybe it's the Duel. Maybe they all picked that up.
What are we saying? Yes, something huge, Heck, it was us. I don't think so.
No.
Oh man. All right. So what else do you want to talk about?
Let's talk. Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going to Egypt in here a couple weeks, like I mentioned earlier.
Right.
Should I do some live streams while I'm out there? What do you think? Do you think that'd be interesting? Even doesn't have to do with gold and silver.
Live stream in Egypt.
Yeah. You think?
Everybody give a thumbs. No, everybody give the OK sign if you want to see International Stacker do a live stream in Egypt. I don't think the answer is. I think we're going to see a pile of them.
I think it'll be good.
Let's see. Live stream it, huh? Tara says yes. And now there's. I think there's still.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
There's an OK. Yeah. Live from the Sphinx. I could do that.
Ooh. Baggins likes it. Yep.
I think Baggins is really gonna like it. I have a plan for Baggins in Egypt.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh man, you're just holding back on me. You've got a lot of stuff breaking.
I will leak the next video to you because you're the one who motivated me for this. I'm actually gonna make a gold purchase.
You're going some more gold.
And I'm gonna do it in the Saudi gold market.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna video that whole process. It should be really cool. You're gonna see markets that have like spices and like the things you see in the movie. You know, it's gonna be really neat.
Looking forward to that. Also, I think something else I wanted to ask you about. I see these videos all the time. People just get coin rolls from the bank, like I used to as a kid. Ride my bike to the bank, plop down my my money I got for an allowance, and get a roll, crack it open, look for silver. You know, back then it was not too uncommon to get some, but now, I mean, I went to the bank, I got a pile of stuff, I ripped it open, bupkis. I've done it a few times, nothing. And then I look on YouTube and I'm watching these guys just rip boxes apart. And there's 40%ers, but they get 90%ers, walkers, standing. I'm like, what is going on? Is this legit?
It's to a point, it's totally legit.
Okay.
So every time I go home, like all I do is watch videos in Saudi, right? And I watch a bunch of the coin roll, and I can't do that. I actually tried to coin roll hunt out here because I found out like some of the original coins were silver, but it didn't work because there's like no coins. But every time I go home, I'm always coin roll hunting. The key is you find a section of town to work. And I find the olders of sections of town work better because I figure like people are dying and then people are coming in and cleaning out their homes and then cashing in the coins, right? That's how I'm figuring it's happening for me.
Right.
So I go to like 9 or 10 banks and I always find at least one piece of silver, but usually it's sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's missed. But the key is when you go to the tellers, you just say, hey, do you have any 50-cent pieces I could buy?
Right.
And if they go, yeah or no, say, hey, if they give you some, say, hey, do your other tellers have some? You can totally ask them. And they have no problem doing it for you because tellers hate 50-cent pieces. They will want to get rid of it. So then they'll gather up the 50-cent pieces and give it to you. Half the time I find silver in the loose coins they give me. And then if they have rolled coins, if they say like, oh, I've got $200 worth of rolled coins, usually that means like another searcher dropped that off. It's not going to be good.
They dumped them, right?
Yeah. But if you find like 2 or 3 rolls, I always buy them. And if you see handwritten like letters or notes on the coin, oh man, 9 times out of 10, as long as it looks old, that's going to be epic. I've bought in about 5 of the large $500 face boxes to go through them. And 4 of them I went through had 0 in it. A ton of work for nothing. But then one of them actually did because I switched banks. I have only found Kennedy's except one time I got a Franklin from a teller. I've never found Walkers and stuff, but this next time I go home with the new bank, I'm going to try it. Also, credit unions seem to do better for me than normal ones. But my number one hotspot is this Wells Fargo I go to.
Interesting. I've looked at rolls that come from like Loomis or Brinks or something, and it just seems like they've already gone through them all. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's like you almost want someone to be, clearing out, Uncle Louie's, roll or whatever, or a bunch of change and bringing it and hand rolling it and bringing it to the bank. That's what you want. You don't want.
Yes.
I don't know. It's hard to spend time doing that too. I'm a busy guy at work, so I could just pop in and maybe I'll do the credit union though. There is one down the street. That's a neat idea.
If you don't have that much time, because when I go home, all I have is time because I'm on vacation technically, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't have that much time, just whenever you go to the bank, just say, hey, you have any 50-cent pieces I can buy? And then they'll give them to you. One time I had a teller give me the Franklin. She's like, oh, I should have kept this. I didn't know I had this. So she knew. And then I had another teller who was like a teenage girl, or 19, 20, something like this. And she goes, I think these are silver. I don't know. Someone said, and she handed me like 6 silver ones. I'm like, she's like, are these worth anything? I'm like, I don't know. It depends on the day because I was afraid she was gonna keep
the straight face on that one. Yeah. I would have just lost it. I had a bank actually it was a bank manager behind the teller line, and I was returning some stuff from going through it all, and he said, what are you doing? Oh, let me go through these. I want to see if there's any silver. I'm like, really? So, like, you get the wrong bank and they're probably doing what we're doing. So
if I was working in a bank, I would totally be like going through everything.
Man.
You know what I did recently? I messaged Coinstar because I wanted to see if I could get my own Coinstar machines, then put them and then search them for silver. But they said they don't sell to people; it's only inside.
A private Coinstar, that would be awesome. Just like those gumball machines. Just put them in a store. Oh,
I'm sure you would find so much silver in those. I'm sure you would.
Of course. I think doesn't some of those kick out silver?
Some of them do. I have found silver before.
You go by and just stick a hand in there and just kind of rake it and see if there's somebody left it behind.
I do it every time, but mostly what I found in there was like Canadian coins. But I still feel like it doesn't kick all the silver out,
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the chat for a bit, guys.
Some questions.
Yeah, Silver Mac. I thought the ponytails were nice, or the pigtails, I should say, on the video. I loved it. That was awesome. I think I know what that movie is too. That was a really good duel, man. If you haven't seen it, go to International Stacker site, watch the video. What are we up to? 24 viewers. That's what we got.
Maybe you should post the link in the chat.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Yeah. Let me see. I want to look through any questions, guys. For bag and C to C. Yeah. I was gonna shout that out at the end, Bags. Absolutely. I'll do it now. I don't want this to just be about me shouting myself out. I really don't. I'd rather actually shout out a lot of other people like Doctor Who. Yeah, Silver Limey. I haven't been to your site recently, I don't think, but I need to check. Silver Stanger, love you, love your site. Who else we got here? There's Stuart. Good to see you, Stuart. Check his out. Yes, so I'll mention at the end, Bags. So what else we got? The Duelist. You got it, Doctor Who. That's absolutely right. It was The Duelist. Love that. That was a really good movie, and it was a really good duel. I love that. But we've called a truce. International Stacker and I are not going to be battling it out anymore. The bullion battle is over, and well, you'll just have to see who lived and who died if you haven't seen the video.
We reached a peace accord.
We did. It's so much better that way. I hate it when
too many fell. We lost too many stackers.
I know, right?
Will Barnabas ever be the same?
Never. I think he was attacked by a platypus. All right. I do want to shout out a couple. Silver Baggins, obviously. He's nearing 900 subs. Make sure you get him up to 1,000. I would love. He's going to do a GAW, and it's going to be awesome. So, Silver Baggins, go subscribe to him. He's my silver bro. And what's Slow Stacker up to? Do you know?
I think he's 50 something. So we got to get him to 100.
Yes, we do. Cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
someone's saying that Silver Limey 79 is doing a GAW right now.
right now.
I don't know if it's right now, right now.
Okay. Eric, what about all the arms I've stockpiled? I've been preparing. Do you want to spend a little bit of time talking about prepping outside of precious
Yeah.
metals?
Yeah, let's do
You're
it.
into that a lot. Why don't you
For
tell
sure.
tell everybody a little bit, if you will, about what prepping means to you and how you're involved in it
Well,
professionally too.
yeah, with my job, I do emergency management. So it's like I don't work for FEMA, but it's like FEMA type stuff,
Sure.
preparedness and doing big mitigation projects. So threat assessment. So half my job is imagining the worst case thing that could happen. You know, what's going to happen? EMP, terrorist attack,
Mm,
flood, 100-year, 1,000-year event, whatever.
sure.
So because of that mindset,
Hmm.
I'm definitely a prepper. And
Good.
like when I go home, I make sure my family's like food stock and water stock's all good.
Good.
I'm a big time advocate of the Second Amendment. My whole family is. So I stack. I do. So technically, I stack brass as well. um,
Okay.
Freeze dried food. But the important
Yep.
thing, you guys, with freeze dried food and all this stuff is like get stuff that you're gonna like to eat. Get stuff that's gonna taste well. Because if you ever have to use it, even if it's for a hurricane or whatever,
Right.
it's gonna get disgusting real fast if it's like just beans and rice. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You almost want to, if possible, look forward to eating it. It's not exactly mom's cooking, but it's definitely worth it. I've eaten it, and I do the same thing, man. I have a well, so I'm blessed that way,
Ooh,
and I
that's
actually
super good. That's
very
super
good,
good.
very good. But it has a pump down there, and if we lose power, I created a PVC manual well bucket that will shoot down that well and bring me up water. It has a very I need water is critical, right? You can
Oh
only
yeah,
go 3 days without it,
yeah.
30 days or so without food, but 3 days without water, you need the water. So, and I have water purification systems that also will help. I have 6 months worth of food for 5 people.
It's
Um,
nice. That's
it
good.
is very important. So, and it's the good stuff. So it should last for about 30 years. So that's important. Um, and guns and ammo, man. I
Do you have
do
to
that.
filter your well water or no?
You don't have to. The taste is a little bit, magnesium or irony. So, but yeah, from a survival standpoint, absolutely not. But I'd probably run it through. I mean, I have filtration systems that could take water down in a pond next to me, so and make it drinkable.
Now, do
But
you
it's
have any other water like stored, or you're only depending on the well?
because I have the well, because I have a manual way of getting, what was it, 3 gallons of whack each pull. I've decided not to store because it's just a pain. I don't have a lot of space to store water and rotate it out and all that, so I don't do
Right,
it.
right. And see, that's where my threat assessment mind kicks in because I start
Mm.
thinking, well, what if there's some sort of chemical event and your water's tainted somehow? You know what I mean?
It's 380 feet down.
Well, that's
That would be
pretty
some.
safe.
That would be some chemical attack. But I hear you. Yeah, I can't protect for everything, but I hear you. A lot of people with artesian wells need to watch it. All right, so oh man, I got to take a look at this bio. Somebody just left us. Tomoko. Oh, I missed
Let's
him.
get some questions from
Oh,
some viewers.
yeah, yeah. Tara, Barb, WW, Corn, Bullion Bouncer. Thank you. If you got questions, fire away for both International Stacker and Yankee Stacking. What do we got?
Oh, Baggins is saying colloidal
Colloidal.
silver can help.
Yeah, can help keep your water good. That's absolutely true. That's true. I used to have a pool, and I would, I'd be drinking that if I needed to. That's a nice deep well. Yes, this is quite a nice secret.
Silver Mac knows a corn
Yeah,
secret, evidently.
that's true. You have corn, melons, grains. 6 months for gas. You have to treat it after that. That's very true, Silver Stanger. I do stabilize my gas. I do have quite a bit that I can rotate, but that's very important. Remember that number. So, and also, I haven't mentioned this too, but I do have a tri-fuel generator.
Mm.
Very important. Although at some point, if it gets bad enough, we're gonna we're going to be back in the 19th century.
I know. Do you have any? What's your thought on solar power?
Solar. If I lived in an area other than New England, I would absolutely have panels everywhere. I don't have a lot of sun, so I do have solar equipment that I use, but I don't have it across my roof. Yeah, I wouldn't get in many hours that way. Unfortunately, how about you? On Saudi Arabia, they're everywhere, right?
Yeah, well, it's actually not that popular here because fuel is so cheap, right? It's
That's true. That's true.
But the key with solar is like my family was looking at it, and for all the solar systems for houses, they're like, oh, but if it's the grid's down, it won't work because the power company can control it to turn it off so you don't backfeed into the grid. So if you get solar, make sure that doesn't happen.
That's true. My generator is not a transfer switch. It actually backfeeds with an interlock kit. My whole house.
See, that's what we need.
Interlock it, and that way I don't have to kill anybody on the line. So
that's what we need.
All right.
Hey, someone just asked a question.
I'm looking at a question. Silver Stanger, favorite silver coin. I want to know what yours is. That's a hard question for you.
One of the Scottsdale, because you know Scottsdale mints for all these little countries.
Sure.
I love all those little sovereign coins. You know, little Ghanas and Congo. I just picked up some of the rum from the Caribbean, the rum runners, I think. It's hard to narrow it down to one coin, you know. I'd say the Scottsdale line. I love those.
For me, favorite means something that has some very personal value to me. Something that's not just bullion, you know, a stack of this, but something that was given to me. So my grandfather gave me some Panamanian coins that mean a lot to me. Silver Panamanian Balboa coins, along with a bunch of other stuff. Back when I was more collecting than I was stacking. And I also received a Bermuda crown from someone very special. I actually posted a video on it in my Yankee Stacking stories. And another memorable one is another story that I gave. A grandmother gave me a Morgan.
Nice. That's awesome.
Love that Morgan.
But
if I had to narrow it down to one that I absolutely love from a current stack, I love the 1 ounce St. Helena Guinea.
I just ordered some of those.
One of my some.
Yeah, I got 7. I got the last 7 that were on bold.
Are you kidding? Oh man. See, I already am getting American Silver Eagles and Canadian Eagles or Canadian Maple Leafs just to stack, and then every so often I treat myself to one special coin, and you are stacking these things.
I was gonna order a tube of them, but they ran out.
Wow.
But it was a good deal. They were having a sale at the time. Hey, Silver Limey 79 just asked, would you suggest a 100-ounce bar for long term?
I saw that one. Well, what do you think?
I think what you said earlier makes sense. If it's like a SHTF scenario, I think people might be sketched out and not believe the bar is real.
That worries me.
But if you're stacking for like retirement or maybe to flip it down the road, I see nothing wrong with it as long as you buy it from a reputable dealer.
No, absolutely not. Nope, I agree. Flipping, even melting. Not maybe a little big to melt, but yeah, I think that's fine. I am the type of guy who wants to stack small. I almost call my channel Small Stacker, but that just nobody would want to watch a video channel that's like Small Stacker, right? But I like mine condensed. I like a dense. I have a place that I lock it up. I don't want this massive thing that I have to keep figuring out where am I going to put. One of the questions I asked on my video when I did a golf for 300 was, should I get rid of or trade in 7 American Gold Eagle 1 ounce American Gold Eagles for a monster box of silver? And people were saying stay with the gold. I understand that. I want a dense stack. So gold to me is where I really like to see that build. But silver is the fun stuff. Silver is the stuff that I can get rolls of or junk and stuff. So I'm right now between fractional gold and bullion, government issued bullion. Except
when it's I like that. I like that, but like my plan is I don't care how big my stack it gets. My next goal is I'm about to hit 3,000. My next goal is I guess is 5,000. I'm just
5,000?
gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep stacking.
Whoa,
I've seen.
Stop.
Huh,
Say that one more time.
I'm about to hit 3,000. My next goal is 5,000. And
My jaw's
so
on the table.
here's the key. Silver Baggins asked this question earlier. How do I get all my silver home? So the key is I have it all delivered to the United States. I order it while I'm in Saudi or other countries, and it's all delivered to a safe place in the United States, so I don't have to cart it around everywhere. Because obviously, 3,000 ounces is a lot of silver to cart around. Now, that being said, it's actually a lot smaller footprint than you would think, but that's why I don't like to get a lot of the collector coins and all the big packaging and all this, because I'm trying to keep it small like you. You know what I mean? As far as the footprint.
Sure. I just threw something up in the chat just to let people know. I think there may be some new ones coming in. We have 24 viewers. Frankie G asked, is the feud back on? No.
We had the duel. Watch the video.
The duel. Yes. Go to International Stacker site. Watch the video. It's over.
We fought like men.
But it was bloody.
It was very bloody. And there was dragons.
Oh, yeah, don't spoil it. If you haven't seen it, Coin Sense and Nonsense, hi. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. And sorry you can't say, okay, all right, you popped in and you're out. I know it's an awkward time for some people. I wonder how many people are watching this at home, at work. Do you think there's people playing hooky with this?
I would totally be watching it at work if it was, I'll like speak on my phone every once in a while.
Oh man, good. So what else do we have? This has been fun. 3,000, dude, that's ridiculous.
You know what I really want to do eventually, because like I'm not joking, like when I say I'm going to stack until I retire, I'm planning to stack for like the next 20-30 years, unless SHTF happens, or unless like silver has a crazy run up and then I trade it in and arbitrage it to like real estate or something, on some sort of collapse.
Right.
Otherwise, I plan to keep going. I eventually would love to get to. Have you seen the people talking about ton stackers? Stackers that get to a ton?
No.
Have you seen it? I think that would be an ultimate like lifetime goal.
Ton of silver, right? Oh,
one
my Lord. Ton of copper, maybe, but a ton of silver? No, can't imagine that. I don't want it that big. I really don't. Hey, by the way, do you just in passing mentioned something? You mentioned real estate. Do you own any, or do you deal in real estate at all?
Yeah, I did own real estate, and it was some residual income I had come in and some passive income, but I actually recently just sold it at the highs. I've got that money from that sitting in an account that I'm waiting to put back into real estate, but I'm thinking we're going to have a bubble here, some sort of collapse in the near future in real estate. So I'm trying to play that, get out at the top and then buy it back in at the bottom.
Yeah, I do think you're absolutely right. I think especially in different real estate classes, there's going to be some big pain coming. I don't only invest in or stack precious metals. People that know my channel know this, and I'm not going to spend much time on it. But I need a cash flow. I need money that comes in that helps fuel some of this. So I do private money lending on the side, which really is, I think, a lot safer than the stock market.
I'm super interested in that. I'm really interested in that.
Well, I don't want to spend time on this live stream necessarily going over it, but thank you. I love it. It is absolutely, in my opinion, one of the most safest ways to cash flow and invest, because you're talking about real hard assets, collateralized loans that actually have property that you can see and touch, that it really helps strengthen your investment. I mean, when you're dealing with the markets, and I've spent many years, decades in the markets, you got nothing. It's fiat. It is poof, gone. Bond market, stock market, you name it. I've done a lot of stuff with it. My relative of mine does, Forex and option spreads and does everything. And he and I look at that and I go, nope, I don't want that. More conservative than that.
If you guys have not watched Yankee's videos on that, check him out. I watched him, and it's super interesting. I think just like, you know, people in the stock market, which I think the stock market's a total crock right now. I mean, yeah, you can play it if you play it right and maybe get out, you know, make something. But like people in the stock market always say, diversify your portfolio. Well, and silver stacking, I kind of see it the same way. And how do you diversify it? Someone just said to me, international stacker, you're not going to get any gold. No, of course I'm going to get gold. And Yankee Stackers actually inspired me to get more gold, but also look for other ways to invest, get passive income. Maybe this private lending. Maybe, you know, I was looking into vending machines. I was looking, like I said, in the Coinstar. I just found out you can buy your own ATMs and you can keep all the transaction fees. So I'm constantly always looking for ways to flip, make more money, and then so that way I can put it into my stack, you know?
Sure. And I don't want to say that real estate is without risk. Nothing you invest in is without risk. Even not investing is taking a risk, right?
So the ATM could get stolen, right?
Absolutely. So I don't want people to think, oh, Yankee Stacking pushing something on the side. No, I'm not making a dime out of this. I'm not selling anything. It's just I really want people to check that out just so that they know there's something else here other than the markets. So, and that's enough of that. Barb says the collapse is in progress. Yes, Barb, I agree with you. I think we've shipped our inflation overseas. I think it's going to come flooding back to us. And I think it's going to happen in just a few years. But that, again, that's just my opinion. Hey, Silver Wolverine joined. Thank you. Wow. Excellent.
Go watch the Duel video. The Duel, if you missed the beginning.
It's over on International Stackers site. You don't have to do it right now, but absolutely make sure. Did you post the URL in there?
I can't. It won't let me post links in the chat.
Okay.
Damn.
But it's the latest video. It's awesome. I pick up some new pandas today. Good for you, Silver Leprechaun. I don't do pandas. I haven't bought a single one, and I know a lot of people love that furry animal, but I just don't. And do you, International Stacker? Do you have pandas?
You know, it took me a while to get any pandas, and I bought them because I had a great deal on them. And again, I don't buy coins because I like them necessarily. I also like to flip and grow my stack that way. So I saw pandas for I got them for like 16 something a pop. I bought a bunch of them, and I'm planning to flip those down the road to grow my, primary stack.
You're a flipper, trader, absolutely. I love watching people's stacks, and I drool over stuff that you have and others, but I wouldn't buy them. It's just the type. I'm trying to stay disciplined because I know myself, and I don't know if our viewers. You don't have to share, you don't have to say anything, but there's a lot of people that just buy on impulse and they don't realize what they're buying. They pay high premiums. They pay for things that I cringe. And it's not that I do it right all the time. I just want people to really be careful with their silver and gold purchases.
So I'll be happy to share right now. I can tell you exactly at this point in time. So if you watch my full stack video, you'll see all the poured silver I have, which is expensive. You'll see all the high premium silver. My cost per ounce right now for my entire stack, that includes all the shipping, all the storage, all the gloves, the skills, anything I've ever bought, is $19.69.
Wow. First of all, that's a really, really impressive way that you've calculated that. I'm thinking to myself, how would I calculate what my price per ounce is on all that stuff?
Spreadsheet. I've kept a spreadsheet since I started. Yeah.
Wow. That's great.
And considering when I got into stacking, spot was up in the 19s, you know?
Oh, I see. Yep.
So I've been able to get all this high premium silver on sales, and even now I'm loading the boat. So I'm trying to, the key is you see my stack and how much high premium I have that I didn't pay a high premium. That shows you if you are disciplined and you do your homework and research and you wait and you're disciplined, you can get phenomenal deals. Phenomenal.
Okay. Do you mind if I feel a little bit better about my age and ask this question? When I was young, I got a bunch of dimes, junk dimes, for $9 an ounce. That's what silver was at. I know, right? I want to hear some of the older timers. I don't know if who's on right now, but if anybody can tell me what was the lowest spot price that you were buying silver at. Forgot I missed that because for 20 years plus. Yeah, we've got another 14 seconds to find that one out. But yeah, I wish I had bought. Wish I know now what I know then what I know now. Unreal.
All right, my highest spot I paid was $19.91.
That's not bad.
And my lowest I paid was $14.62.
Care for really? Wow. $4
Four?
an ounce. What?
Oh
When
my
was that,
gosh.
Care? Whoa.
Oh my
Silver
gosh.
Stanger is only 13.
Awesome.
I'm only 13, or you bought at 13. That's great. You know what? I love it. If that's true, I think that's phenomenal. Can you imagine? I wish my 14-year-old was on here doing this. So bullion bouncer 14.30 and corn. They will be around 25 to 27 per coin, depending on the year. 2000. Oh, okay. That's when Tara did it.
8 pounds, 10 pips.
What's 8 pounds?
10 pips. 8 pounds, 10 pips. I can convert it right now.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Chad, 486. Wow.
That's 1050 in US.
Okay. All right. That's good. Very good, actually. High 1790, so 7 months ago. Bullion bouncer. I'm just messing around. Dude.
I can't believe $4, man. What I would kill for that opportunity.
I know, right?
I would be pawning off like things in my house, like what can I get rid of to load the boat?
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I know Barb's like thinking the same thing I am. I'm gonna stay 21 forever. Thank you, Corn.
Nice.
You and me, man. Stay young. We got 24 viewers on. I appreciate every one of you. If you haven't hit the like, really would love that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate that. Even hit the bell, because I'm going to be releasing my unboxing. It won't be quite as impressive as what I think International Stacker is going to throw at us pretty soon. You went crazy, didn't you?
You don't even know. I've got.
Can you tell me?
Every time I go home, I've got like 55 boxes probably waiting for me right now, I think.
55?
Yeah. So what happens is I go home and I seriously open all my boxes in like one go, right? And I film each one, and then that gives me content to put on and post until my next trip home. You get it? Sure. So like I stretch it out. Yeah.
That's how you get thousands of subscribers. You've just got this massive stack. I'm never going to have that. Again, I mentioned I don't want.
Hey, you never know. Right? You never know. I started out just buying 10 ounces.
Yeah. Yeah, I budget on I stack on a budget, and I have Mrs. Yankee Stacking to keep me honest. All right. So she's the one that keeps but we negotiate how much is going towards it. And I also it's something else I want to ask people. Another way to fund your silver. Do people sell things on eBay or Craigslist or whatnot to put towards silver? I know Baggins has a phenomenal trash to cash to silver methodology. If you've never watched it, go over to his channel, check it out. But I'm curious to know, what do other people do? What creative ways do you have to fund your precious metal spending? Because honestly, some people can just say, I want to go buy $1,000 worth of silver today. Bang. But I can't do that. Okay. Silver Limey, I use the profit from my rental property towards silver. Good for you. Very good. I want 5,000. Oh, Corn.
That'd be epic.
Yeah. Yeah. Not gonna touch that. Thank you, Yankee. Oh, no problem. 1770 sticks. I missed you when you joined. Welcome. Thank you so much. You would buy overstock markdowns from retailers in bulk, 5 to 10 cents on the dollar, and sell on eBay. Excellent. I'm a newbie on eBay. I sold my first. This sounds bad. I've sold a lot on like Craigslist, but you can't sell precious metals and things on a lot of these sites like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. So eBay.
I sell on eBay.
Yeah. Good. What do you like to sell?
I'll go to I go to Comic Con in San Diego every year, so I'll flip like rare like protos and stuff and collector's items.
That's excellent. JP is jealous of my stack. Grow my own. You grow your own. Okay. I buy, let's see. Yep. Sold a bunch on eBay. The Big Mac coins and old comic books. Excellent.
See, that's in a way to take an opportunity with those Big Mac coins and monetize it. That's amazing.
You're right. I looked at them and just laughed. But then I saw people just going crazy, and I felt, well, if I was a flipper, I think I missed out on something good. Surveys online to make money. Way to go, Silverbacks. I just buy a little every check and watch it add up. Good for you. Big T coins in the house. Good to see you. There are lots of silver rooms on Facebook. There are lots of silver rooms on Facebook to sell. Am I missing out on something? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what that is. Yeah. I just sold something else actually that my parents used to buy me growing up was proof sets. And they bought a lot of proof sets, and proof sets aren't really worth a whole lot. There's a few years that are nice, and it's not the silver proof sets, it's the clad, right? They couldn't afford the other. So they got me those, and there's a few that I'm going to keep, some that are sentimental, like the bicentennial one that my dad had that I didn't have and he gave it to me. I'm never selling that. But like the 2012 proof set, that was a very interesting year. I sold that for $90 on eBay.
Nice.
That went to silver. So I'm just going to be doing more and more eBay selling to try to fund it.
It really helps. It really helps.
SI Tracy. Okay. All right. Yes, to sell and trade Big T coins. I will have to check that out. And I might reach out to you if I'm confused and you can steer me and be in the right direction. AppMex on eBay. Charging tax now. Yeah.
It depends which state you're buying from.
Wow. Well, I'm in the live free or die state, so I don't have to worry about that. Mr. Monkey Swag. Did Mr. Monkey Swag just join? Hey, good to see you, Mr. Monkey Swag. Thank you.
Hey.
Everybody that's new, if you haven't seen the video that was posted on International Stacker's site, you have got to watch it. It's epic. As usual, he did a phenomenal job. The duel occurs and it's over. And I think we're in a truce, right?
We're in a truce currently.
Right, great. That was
signed
fun.
an accord.
We signed an accord. We're good now. Sell rooms, Facebook. Okay, thank you, countryman. Is it because? Yeah. We're selling in a member of 3 of the Facebook rooms that sell and trade silver. Okay, I'm definitely checking that out. Thank you, Big T Coins. Appreciate it. No taxes here in Texas. Yeah. Medical weed equals profits equals simple government seizure. Yeah. That's interesting. Bullion bouncer. Yeah. Hello, Chef. Boy, it must be nearing the end of the day for people. They've left early from work, maybe. It's 4 Eastern. We're getting a lot of people jumping on 20. Well, we still have 21 viewers, but there's some new people dropping off, others starting. Thank you for joining. Any last questions before we wrap this up? Because we have gone about an hour, and I think we should probably call it. What do you think, International Stacker?
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. for me.
Oh, you must be getting tired.
Take 1 or 2 more questions.
I agree. 1 or 2 more questions. Oh, you know what? Thank you. Wow. 2 things that I had a hard time doing, I'll be frank with you. I had a hard time showing my gold because I didn't want to discourage anybody. I have fun with it, I'm not embarrassed by it, but I don't do I haven't done full stack whatever YouTube videos yet.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't discourage, it motivates. That's what motivated me.
I know. I try to stay humble. I really do. But thank you. And I also don't like self-promotion a whole lot. Like, oh, sub me now. But boy, if you get me to 500, I want to give back a brilliant uncirculated coin, and it's going to be a you pick 'em gaw. I love that. You pick which one, bang. I'll send it out to you. Doesn't matter where in the world. But thank you. What do we got here? 2 more questions, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 1776 stacking. Dude, I'm an IT professional. I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually, unfortunately, not too long ago, I had to let somebody go because of something that they were watching on corporate internet. Let's see, you screwed me there. I can still buy sales tax. All right, so what do you think silver will do by the end of the year? Silver Stanger. I want to say Silver Stranger, but Silver Stanger. Guy who teased me and said he was 13 or whatever. Oh, you got me too. So what do you think silver will do by the end of the year, International Stacker?
You know, it's hard to say because it's basically whenever, the powers that be decide that they want to like move on to the next phase. I feel like if and I'm not trying to be political here, but I feel like if Hillary came into office, I feel like there would have been a lot more strife and things would have already been going that way.
Yeah,
but I feel like we've been bought a little time. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I think we have an amazing optimism, which as an American, I love. I love that spirit, but I believe it's based on a false optimism.
I agree.
We have bubbles everywhere, and they are going to pop, and we're going to see something we've never seen before. I'm afraid
nobody could stop it. It doesn't matter who they are. I don't think anyone can stop
it. Of no return. I say, we never stop kicking the can down the road. We've been kicking the can up a mountain, and when it goes, it's going to be scary. So I think. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I just want to answer the question about the silver. I think what's holding it up will be the dollar, and I think that dollar is going to stay up, and I think it's going to be fine right through the November elections. I think that is a big motivation. They are not going to let it happen. Trump will always make sure that the Fed is listening to them or to him or listening to his tweets. I think that's not going to change. However, I do think it's going to change after that. And I'm afraid it's going to be while Trump's in office.
Here's what I think. I think you're right with the midterms. Right. I think that there's elements in the government that have more control over this than people think, and I think a lot of them were in the Fed and stuff. Yeah. I think what they're going to do is they're going to wait and maybe a year out from the election or some odd time out from the election,
right?
Whatever they time it to be, they're going to start it going down. And then I think by the time Trump runs for office, they're going to be like, see, his policies destroyed the economy. Look at us now, to try to use it against him to get him out. And then that also gives them.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, and that also gives them the excuse for the reset,
Of course. I mean, let's say, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle. If you're the president, you're in the White House, it happens, you're going to take the fall. I understand that. I'm very fearful about what comes after that with Trump.
I know.
And who replaces him. So let's look at this. We've got some predictions, 1380 to 1650. My prediction, end of year, silver is going to be 15 and 50 cents.
My prediction is going to be, I want to say 1776 because it's cool, but I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be in the 16s, maybe 1660.
I'm actually going to put my prediction right there. By end of year. This way the chat will have it as a record. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I pulled the trigger on the spot, because I really think we may have hit some support there. I think the shorts have been squeezed some. I really think it's going to, I also on Sal's channel have said that I would not be surprised if gold breaks 1,000 below and silver breaks 12. So that won't shock me, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Man, would that be amazing?
Yeah, I would be Mrs. Yankee Stacking and I would be renegotiating the budget around silver. I'd be
When
selling
silver,
so much of my stuff in my house.
when it goes low, I don't get upset. I get happy, you know, because I know in the end what's going to happen, you know?
Exactly. We're on the same page there. That's the beauty of being the prepper. You don't really need to worry about it. 1660, I can't think. 14, whoever is closer to end of year price wins the war. The war is over, man. Come on.
I like that though. Maybe
He just loves blood. He loves
maybe
this.
that will start off the second.
Again, for the 22 viewers that might be on that haven't yet checked the International Stackers video, the duel happened. The war is over. The battle's done. And it was pretty epic. You got to watch it. All right. Monthly bullion crate subscription. Thoughts? Yankee Stacking. Monthly bullion crate subscription. I don't know what that is. Do you?
Oh, I've heard about that. No, there's like a service, and you can pick like different levels, tiers, and you pay so much, and then they just ship you whatever. It's like a surprise box that's worth that amount of money or whatever.
That sounds like fun.
I saw it. I forget where I saw it though. I'd have to look it up. It was some company, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, the biggest surprise I do is I say any year. So I don't know what year is coming, right? So my Canadian gold maple leaf, the quarter ounce, I don't know what year it is. We'll see. We'll see if it's an old one with a nice young Elizabeth or the old, yeah. Do you know what cheated? The war has just begun. Dude, may get impeached. Yes, he may. I hope not. I doubt it.
No, I don't believe he'll never get impeached. Please.
I doubt it.
He would have been impeached a long time ago if they actually had anything.
Not with Congress the way it's formulated. So it's possible, Tara. I don't think so. Baggins, I'm in my 30s.
Baggins,
I did not know that. That's cool. I'm 52. So Congress, I stuffed the ballot box. These are really good. Any last questions? All right, Lifetime Precious Metals. Didn't see you. Thank you for joining. Hit the like, hit the sub. Really appreciate it. I haven't even looked. I don't even know what I'm up to. It doesn't matter.
373. I'm watching it. 373.
Yep. 373. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Mueller knows. How about you? All right. I think we've probably run. This is fun. I appreciate it. Trump will complete his first term and win a second plain and simple bullion bouncer. Wow.
I hope.
374. Thanks, Karis. And thanks for joining, Karis. Appreciate it. Smash the like button. And big Bitcoin broke down. Yeah, smash it till it's broken. All right. So the final thing I wanted to say is, and I know it's getting late for you there, International Stacker. Keeping you up past what, 11 now? Next week, Wednesday, next week, we're going to go live, Silver Baggins and I, on our second edition of Coast to Coast Stacking.
Nice.
It's stacking across the country, West Coast, East Coast. And we are from different backgrounds, different age groups. So we have our different perspectives and we bring it together and it's lively and we're really looking forward to having you there. Please hit the like or hit the bell button so you don't miss it on my channel. It's going to be on Silver Baggins' channel. It's the West Coast edition this week. So Silver Baggins, he'll be hosting Coast to Coast Stacking.
I'll be trolling you guys in the comments.
Yeah, we might need a mod. Definitely. We I think of it this way. I have a couple trolls now. And I remember when it happened. And I think that means something, right? That means you've kind of arrived, right?
That means you're big time.
Oh, no, not quite. I'm not big time.
Big time. You got haters.
Are big time. No, you are big time. Keep stacking. I want to, I want you to get to that, what, 5,000 is what you're targeting now?
I think my next goal is 5,000. I'm about to break. I'm 130 ounces from 3.
Dude, I want to get to 500 so I can do the GA. And you're going to 5,000.
Look, my advantage is I'm overseas, nothing to do, nothing fun out here. I'm not married, so I'm only supporting myself. You know, that's why.
I'm glad you said that. I've got 5 mouths to feed, so.
See?
Oh, man. But I wouldn't trade that for anything. All right, Tara, maybe I'll give you the wrench. Maybe. That would be awesome. Oprah. All right. I guess we have to call it, guys. Thanks so much for watching the Duel. Again, go over to International Stacker's site, watch the video, like and subscribe to him if you haven't, which I can't imagine you haven't.
Stacking, get him to 400. Subscribe to Yankee Stacking. Get him to 400.
400 would be awesome.
Let's go.
400 in 4 weeks. That would be amazing.
You're the quickest. You've got a great channel, man. You got a great thing going on here. You're probably going to be to 4,000, 5,000 subs before you know it. Mark my words.
It's you know what? It's a hobby. I love it. And one thing I really love, and I had some questions that I would wish I could ask, but one thing I really love is this community. So supportive. Makes my 14-year-old son jealous because his YouTube channels are all over each other, but not here. Everybody subs and likes and helps and supports. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining. And that's it. I think I'm going to pick up my gold. You can't see it, but look at the icon. I hope your rest of your day is A-OK. See you guys.